There are moments in an NFL season when everything suddenly feels heavier, when one decision carries the weight of an entire fan base's hope. And today, the Atlanta Falcons made a decision that could change the direction of their season. Another morning arrives, and once again Falcons fans wake up to uncertainty drifting through the building. But this time, it isn't some vague rumor or sideline whisper. This time, it comes straight from Raheem Morris' own mouth. Drake London is doubtful for the Jets game. But here's the part that hits harder than the headline: nothing about this feels like a normal injury update. Nothing about it feels like a simple "he can't go." If anything, it feels like a choice. A calculated one. When Raheem talked today, there was something between the lines, something quiet but unmistakable. Almost like the Falcons have already made up their minds: sit Drake now. Risk the Jets game. Get him healthier for Seattle. And that is a massive gamble. Because the truth is, people who were at practice didn't describe a broken receiver limping around the field. They didn't describe a guy who was clearly done for the week. What they saw was a player who moved better than expected, a player who did not look shut down, a player who, if absolutely needed, could probably push through. So why sit him? Why take the risk? Why choose strategy over certainty? Well, there are reasons. Big reasons. First, and let's be honest here, the Falcons don't see the Jets as a serious threat. Not right now. Not with the state of that offense. Not with the revolving door at quarterback. 1 week Tyrod Taylor. 1 week Justin Fields. No rhythm. No identity. Just chaos. Defensively? Sure, the Jets can punch people in the mouth. But offense? It's a mess. And the Falcons know it. So the mindset becomes clear: if we run the ball, control the clock, and lean on our defense, we should win this game even without Drake London. Logically? It tracks. Emotionally? It feels like playing with fire. Because every time you choose to sit your star, you send a signal that this game is winnable, manageable, predictable. But nothing in the NFL is predictable. And that's what makes this decision so heavy, so fragile, and so incredibly bold. This is the moment where Falcons fans hold their breath. Where the pit in your stomach grows heavier because history whispers in your ear, "We've done this before, and it didn't end well." Earlier this season, the Falcons tried the same exact strategy against Miami. "Rest our guys, manage the injuries, we'll be fine," they said. It sounded logical. It sounded smart. And then, they lost. Not just a loss, a defeat that spiraled into a 5-game skid, derailing any momentum and leaving fans questioning everything. That memory is fresh, and it's why every bold decision now comes with a shadow. The stakes feel immense because one misstep can unravel the season. But here's the key difference this time: the defense. Back then, the Falcons' defensive side of the ball was battered, missing 4 or 5 key players. There wasn't a safety net. There wasn't a reason to gamble. The Miami experiment failed because the team wasn't equipped to absorb risk. Now, the defense is mostly whole. The key pieces are back. Strength and depth have returned to the side of the ball that has always been Atlanta's backbone. They can lean on that unit and take calculated risks elsewhere, in this case, sitting Drake London for 1 week to preserve him for Seattle. On paper, at least, it changes everything. Then there's the new twist: KJ Osborne. A name fans might not know well, but one with growing significance. Signed to the practice squad, Osborne isn't just sitting idle, he's a familiar piece, a player who already knows Kirk Cousins and the rhythm of this offense. The Falcons are betting he can step in and contribute immediately. So the plan emerges: roll with Darnell Mooney, KJ Osborne, and Kyle Pitts. Let this trio carry the passing attack. Let the defense shoulder the rest. It's a gamble. A calculated risk. A move that could either stabilize the season or unravel it entirely. And as the Falcons prepare to step onto the field, fans everywhere are asking the same question: will this gamble pay off, or are we about to relive Miami all over again? And now we come to the million-dollar question: will it be enough?
The Falcons are gambling that Darnell Mooney, KJ Osborne, and Kyle Pitts can carry an offense without Drake London against a Jets defense. It's no small ask.
Osborne, in particular, is being thrown into the fire, a player expected to step up in meaningful, game-changing moments. It's high pressure, high stakes, and high drama. But the Jets aren't what they once were. They recently traded away their all-pro cornerback, leaving a noticeable hole in their secondary. That opens a window, a slim but real opportunity for Atlanta to make this gamble pay off.
Osborne could thrive. The offense could click.
The Falcons could walk out of this game feeling like they made the right call. Then there's the health calculus, the invisible math the Falcons are playing behind the scenes. They would rather see Drake London at 80 to 90% against the Seahawks next week than risk a half-healthy London today, only to have him limited again against their bigger opponent. This isn't about missing one game, it's about optimizing your star weapon for the matchup that truly matters.
Seattle looms ahead like a mountain.
Win there, and suddenly this gamble could look genius.
Lose to the Jets today, and the decision will be criticized, second-guessed, and used as evidence of faltering leadership.
That's the razor-thin line the Falcons are walking between calculated brilliance and catastrophic failure.
So yes, Drake London is doubtful. Some say it's injury. Some say he's moving fine.
But looking at the bigger picture, it feels like strategy more than setback. Atlanta is betting its season, or at least its next critical steps, on making the right choices at the right time. Sunday will tell the full story. Every snap, every target, every play, it's all magnified when your star sits. And when the dust settles, Falcons fans will finally know if this gamble salvaged hope or spelled disaster. The season is on the edge of a knife. And Atlanta has chosen to lean into the risk.